Welcome to This Explainer. Okay, picture this. It's 4 p.m. on a Friday. Your boss just handed you a massive 300-page regulatory filing and asked for a summary by 5. Yeah, we've all been there. If you've ever just stared at a giant file and wished you could literally upload it straight into your brain, well, you're in the exact right place. Today, we're going to transform you from feeling totally overwhelmed by those impenetrable PDFs into an absolute document analyzing powerhouse using Claude's advanced features. Here is our roadmap for today. We'll kick things off with a massive PDF problem and then jump right into our step-by-step masterclass covering model selection, upload modes, tracking citations, and managing projects. Finally, we'll wrap it all up with enterprise scaling.
All right, first up, the massive PDF problem.
We all know the sheer pain of manually reading through a giant text-heavy legal agreement, but Claude approaches this with a staggering capacity using something called a context window. The standard Claude 3 models, Opus, Sonnet, and Haiku, can actually process a massive 200,000 tokens in a single prompt. You can kind of think of tokens as fragments of words. Now, older AI models would literally forget Chapter 1 by the time they reach Chapter 10, right? Not Claude. It holds everything right there in its memory.
To really put that 200,000 token limit into perspective, that's roughly 500 pages of text processed instantly. What does that actually mean for your workflow? Zero manual prep. You can just upload a massive document without ever needing to chop it up into all those disjointed, smaller PDFs. You keep the complete context. That means you aren't going to lose those critical hidden connections between, say, an early chapter and some buried appendix at the very end of the file.
And if 500 pages somehow isn't enough, Claude Sonnet 4 bumps this capacity to an absolutely awe-inspiring 1 million tokens for enterprise workloads. We are talking multi-thousand-page documents, literally like an entire decade of corporate tax filings, processed in a single continuous prompt. It is a total game-changer for those massive organizational datasets.
Moving right along to Step 1, Model Selection.
You know, you don't always need a sledgehammer to crack a nut, right? So use this simple cheat sheet to guide your workflow. Go with the Sonnet model when you need speed, like if you're throwing together a quick executive summary right before a big meeting. But you'll want to switch over to the Opus model when you really need rigorous, deep analysis. Say you're auditing a complex legal contract where missing just one nuanced clause could cost millions. Picking the right tool for the job saves you a ton of time and token limits.
Okay, Step 2, Upload Modes.
Here is a really crucial nuance that a lot of people actually miss when they upload their files. If your document is just straight text, using Converse Document Chat is super lightweight and lightning fast. But let's say you're holding a Q3 financial report that is just packed with bar charts, embedded images, and complex tables. For that, you absolutely must select Claude PDF Chat. In this mode, Claude brings complete visual interpretation. It's actually seeing the document exactly how it looks to the human eye, rather than just blindly scraping the plain text.
On to Step 3, Tracking Citations.
Look, in any professional setting, a vague summary is pretty much useless. You need verifiable facts. And this is where Claude acts basically like a tireless junior analyst. When it pulls out a critical data point, it gives you incredible transparency with a clickable citation. Ask it a really complex question, and Claude gives you a direct, highlighted pointer to exactly where that answer lives in the original text. It virtually eliminates that whole fear of AI hallucinations because you can verify claims instantly.
Step 4, Managing Projects.
As your work scales up, you're rarely just looking at one file in a total vacuum, right? You can think of projects as your ultimate, dedicated workspace. Instead of starting a messy, new chat for every single file you have, projects let you bundle up, say, a decade's worth of annual financial reports all together. You drop them all into one project space, and Claude synthesizes the information across the entire bundle. You can literally ask it to cross-reference trends from 2015 against 2023, and it handles it seamlessly.
And finally, Enterprise Scaling.
For organizations that are pushing thousands of files a day, Claude scales exponentially through API integrations like Amazon Bedrock. Imagine fully automating your entire pipeline. You push hundreds of dense due diligence reports into the system, and Claude extracts the structured outputs and pipes them directly into your company's database. You're basically building automated document review pipelines that maintain 100% compliance, all thanks to those exact citation-enabled audit trails we just talked about.
So let's tie this entire masterclass into one cohesive strategy. Follow these best practices. Pick Sonnet for speed or Opus for depth.
Definitely leverage PDF chat so you can literally see the visuals. Always upload the full document to preserve context. Bundle your related files and projects. And always enable citations. By doing this, you're not just reading faster, you are working so much smarter and keeping total control over your data every single step of the way.
This perfectly recaps everything we've uncovered today. Take a moment to think about the balance here. Whether you're relying on the standard models to handle those 500-page monsters, or you're tapping into that massive 1 million token limit of Sonnet 4 for enterprise needs, Claude completely adapts to you. It really proves why this is one of the absolute best AI tools out there right now. From super intricate academic research to heavy-duty financial due diligence, this exact combination of scalability, visual support, and transparent citations is just completely unmatched.
We covered the exact steps to select your model, optimize your uploads, track your citations, and organize your projects. The bottleneck of human reading speed is officially a thing of the past. So the only question left to ask yourself is this: what breakthroughs you're going to discover when reading a 500-page report takes just seconds? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Now get out there and unleash your new workflow.